No, they think you came over here this morning before you woke up. He wanted to borrow your lawnmower. I told him to wait to her, man. I'm not gonna make that call.
Yeah, I ain't letting anything borrow my lawnmower. Last time I let him borrow, he messed it up.
I think one thing about Nathan, ever since I killed Decent, I didn't mean to do that. I think that he think that ever since then that we have some kind of allegiance for him, that we supposed to do stuff. I think that's what he thinks.
Because every time you look at him, you be feeling sorry for him.
Well, I can't help that, Herman.
Well, you killed the dog.
I can't help that. We got to fight. No, we ain't gonna even say it like that. We got to fight, and that's it. My public coming in. Hey, Joan, good morning, Jackie. Little Anthony, y'all come on in. Hey, bang. Jesus, y'all, their public's coming in. I'm going to have to tell them. But yeah, Nathaniel, I think he think that we got Virginians in the Whitestone, Virginia. We've been in Virginia a couple of times. What if, let's see. Yeah, Nathaniel said that he was going to, like, come get them. You know what I'm saying? Just acting like it was okay. I said, Nathaniel, now I beat up your dog. They let you know, don't say kill. But I beat up your dog, don't think I won't come for you. Don't do that. Don't disrespect Herman like that. I'm going to come get him. Anyway, y'all come on in, public. Y'all like my sister friend that Cash Money did me like a Walona hairstyle this morning. All good time. And it look like I got something from a boutique too, though. Ain't it 1970s right here? 1970 flare light. That's when we used to wear arms out and things, halter tops and tube tops. And even when we wore it, it didn't hurt. It didn't look bad. It didn't look
bad.
Trashy. We wore stuff with class. Can I get an amen from somebody who dressed in the 70s? I know they done took the 70s and looked onto another level, but baby, our stuff was classy and things like that. I missed them.
Girl, these days with color to it. Blue and red.
Well, these young girls, it's just a different world. We had, just like they got, we had tube top, tank top, spaghetti strap, halter top, all them kind of top. But the majority of them, they were classy. You can go to a party and not be jerseys or nothing on it. Couldn't it? Didn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays,
Joan said, I'm looking at Johnny Taylor friend. That's like I'm finna go to a concert, Joan. I heard that. I sure meet Johnny Taylor, Lord. But I won't think about Johnny, because when I think about Johnny, I think about L.C. Frog. So I don't even want to do that this morning. Y'all come on in and tell y'all what happened. Lord, Herman. Y'all excuse me, Herman. Think my breakfast late.
How you like that watermelon?
It's good.
That came from Squirrel Garden.
Squirrel Garden?
Yep.
Squirrel got watermelon garden?
No, he keep a garden over by his mama house. You know, she passed away, but he still got the house.
Hold up. You should have told me that.
Why you say that? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the member of his mama.
Miss Bean is squirrel mama, y'all know that. Baby, this watermelon could be some of Miss Bean, some of her tricepticals, something that.
He didn't put Miss Bean in the yard.
I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna eat something else. I'm not.
That watermelon good. I don't care what you say.
Well, yeah, okay, we'll go with that. But because some of Miss Bean dust was still in the house, he could have fertilized his garden with it. I'm not. Haven't got raisin toast on him, and fruit and things like that. That's good. Come on in, public. Let's get down to business of their hand. Woo, Lord have mercy. I'm fit good coffee too. Ain't like Starbucks. But thank y'all for joining me this morning in my morning time of meditation. Listen, So y'all already know Matt J got an anger management teacher. Y'all know that. I always talk about my anger management teacher. She working with me, and it's under pastors. Pastor actually got me on with her because he said that if I don't straighten up, that he gonna relieve me of all my duties at the church, because I got to be having a level anger management. Ain't that what he said, Herman, when we had the meeting?
Yeah, I think you forgot, because you've been in that class about 4 or 5 months.
It's been more than months. It's been more, maybe 2
Man,
years.
ain't doing no
Yeah,
good.
but I love you too, Gene. I love you, twin. Now let me stop, because y'all keep saying stuff, and I glance at it and see it, and that feel like I need to give a respondation, and I can't. It's too many of y'all saying stuff. But I go back after the video and read. I love every level. I know it, but I love my public. And when they say stuff, y'all, I'm telling you, when y'all send me a little message.
My public know. I don't have to just sit there and respond after he responds.
No, that boy didn't say his public. Herman, just trust me. If your public say something, you can not only respond, you can do like Atlanta Star. You can send a message in a bottle. Because, baby, just the frequency of your public saying something to you, you going to have time, baby. You know that saying how they say, I got time today. You got time this year. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's just my public. It's hard for me. They be saying so many sweet things. I can't even see it all. But anyway, listen, Lord, I get all out of anger. Y'all say y'all like my sister Fred. Ooh, baby. Okay, that's enough. That's enough now. Okay, listen, puppy. And so, my anger management teacher, she said, in order for me to be relieved of my classes, guess what she got me doing? She's something else now. I recommend her to anybody, because she got me with this. Herman is laughing, hollering, screaming, hollering, laughing when she gave me my assignment. This is what she said. She said, Maddie, you're of a different creed. You're different. You're very different. So you really push me in my expertise, to make sure you're on a level that you can actually be able to function with other people. You push me. And so therefore, I've got to do challenging experiments with you because of the way you are.
Meaning she don't know what to do with you. That's what that means. She don't know what to do with you.
You feel?
I'm just telling
Because I sure like Miss Hunter to go through the classes.
My mama ain't got anger management.
Yeah. She got older management. See if they can handle her with that, Miss Honey. You know it. A lineage come from y'all. That lineage of...
you gonna quit saying that.
Hell, it is. It is what it is. I wish I'd get all my publics in one room and put Miss Honey in a plug to be the room deodorizer. See how long they stay in there. Anyway, so listen, publics, listen. This is what my anger management teacher told me I had to do. She gonna test me. She gonna test me by doing this. She gave me 3 experimentations. Listen, I have to correlate with other people's, and it's with people's who is opposite, who is on the opposite spectrum of my personality. You know what that means. She gonna put me with peoples in the atmosphere of peoples who I can't stand. I ain't gotta know them. Ain't that right, Herman? I ain't gotta know. I don't have to know you not be able to stand you. I can see how you walk in the room and say, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I told you, teacher, that
I ain't gonna be able to deal with this person, just like when we was at the courthouse. When people was walking in, People walk in like this. She better not sit by me. Don't sit by me. Don't sit by me. I know I ain't gonna be able to stay. And then people walk in like this. Don't. Because it look like you want to talk about something that I have no interest in. Probably your children and your mother-in-law, something like that. Don't sit by me. Don't. And so, my anger management teacher gonna put me with people like that.
Them just people trying to make small talk with you just to
I don't talk small, baby. I don't talk. My conversation is always big. Don't small talk me. I ain't no small talk type of woman. So listen at what she gonna do. Whew. Number one, which happened yesterday. I'm gonna report to y'all each time I have my experiment, because I got 3. She sent me to a Karen grocery store. Yeah. She sent me to a grocery store on the other side of the tracks.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She showed you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She sent me to a Karen grocery store. I went yesterday. I'll come back and talk about that, what happened yesterday. I'm going to tell you in advance. I flunked. Flunk. So much flunksation was in that flunk. Most of all the flunk, I flunked. I did that kind of flunk. I did the 1970 robot. Flunk that one. I already know that. She put Herman in charge of me. Now, usually she'll use an assistant to just kind of stand back and observe, but she was short of assistances. She sent Herman because she know that Herman ain't gonna lie for me. That one thing about it, he ain't gonna lie.
Nope.
He sit up there and took his reports like the court reporter down in Dallas County.
I knew I ain't even had to get out of the car. I didn't even have to get out of the car.
See, everything I did, he wrote it down. Herman ain't gonna lie for me. That's one thing he ain't gonna do. So that was yesterday. Then she gonna send me, I don't know what day she hadn't sent it out. It could be the day because she just do things sporadically. She don't want me to get myself prepared, like you you're gonna do something, so you gonna go and get yourself sought so you can pass the test. It'd be like a pop quiz. So my second exploration, I gotta go to a Boujee boutique. And guess what? The boutique only sell petite clothes. It's going to be Boujee and then the petite. And then I'm a full-figure woman. That's so right. The sales assistant's going to look at me when a full-figure woman walk in a petite store. They going to have something to say. She socked me up.
The saleswoman going to say something to you. Gonna say something behind your back.
She gonna say something when I pull up in the parking lot.
The customer.
Customer. That customer. You think the customer
gonna look at you crazy?
The customer. That's what they gonna do.
That's right.
They gonna go and tell the sisters, right? They gonna go and tell the sales assistant.
They gonna start laughing.
Okay, all right. See, I gotta get myself ready. That's what they gonna do. That's what, honey. My anger management teacher don't play. Do you understand what I'm saying? She trying to get me healed. Thing about it, I don't want to be healed, but I got to do it because that's what Pastor want me to do. In order for me to serve, I got to be up under her tutelage.
Not only for you to serve, but see, you trying to be over the criminal program.
Oh, yeah, all them other extra things. And so I got to prove that I am worthy and that I'm mentally capable of handling that. And I got to get my certificates.
So far, you going to have the rest of the year off.
Herman, you know what? You're a fool. I couldn't help but laugh at that. But you're going to pay for that later on. You're going to pay for that. I'm going to beat you with a rake. When we out there in the yard, cleaning the yard, when you bending down in the flowers, I'm just going to take my rake. Wham, wham, wham. And so listen, that's number 2.
That's why you gonna watch the criminal program from the front seat.
You know what? I ain't fooling with you. You ignorant and musty. That double combination right there what keep me away from you. Listen. And so the next one, this is my third assignment. I got to go to an upscale restaurant, Boujee restaurant. The restaurant, and she gonna pick it. I ain't gonna manage my sister. They don't sell collard greens, peas, nothing like that. It's gonna be one of them restaurants that put 2 or 3 little things on your plate, squeeze out some kind of liquid over it and put some kind of design and charge you $212. That's what kind of restaurant she taking.
I disagree with that one, but
what is? I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go.
She gonna pay for it.
Yeah, she paying for all of it.
You know, I don't like no restaurant like that.
Right. Then
but we gonna go.
It's part of the experiment. It's part of the experiment, and Herman gonna be there to take tallies of. Yep, she flunked that one. Flunksation. Turn the page on the next flunk. That flunk, right? Oh, yeah. Oh,
imagine you ought to pass the restaurant because you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Herman, I'm telling you, people can tell me what's coming. I'm still gonna be who I am. And it's hard, Herman. It's hard out here for a woman of my measure of the tolerance, the way I tolerate things. And so she tested my toleration. She is. So I got to do them 3 things, like within a week time, probably every time. Either I may do it the day of or the day after, depends on how my blood pressure go. And Herman make sure he have my blood pressure cup in the car when I come back off it. Because it'd be, whew, how much I just went through that. So anyway, so that's one thing. Can grocery store, Boujee boutique that sell petite clothes, and then an upscale restaurant. That's where we going. So, anyway, let me take a sip of this coffee. Yesterday, my first experiment. Grocery store alone, the name of it will let you know that, peoples of Africa's, America's persuasions ain't got no business in there. Okay? But that's okay. It's a grocery store. It's open to the public. And everybody can come in. Some people just don't go in because like, no, I ain't going to do it. But, you go to this grocery store, one orange, where they act like they done flew it in from Brazil and placed it nicely on the shelf. All their stuff is separated and it's like a...
They keep the store in order. They keep it neat.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's like you walking into the Taj Mahal.
So all you had to do is go in there and just do the same thing.
Yeah. You don't even, in now, you don't even have a grocery cart in there. You don't. You have somebody walking on side of you with a little buggy taking the stuff because they don't want to over-exertion you. And so all of this stuff is set up under a pretty light, fluorescent light, so you can see it. That all the fruit, all of it. Oh yeah. Oh, they bougie. One orange may cost you. You ain't gonna buy an orange in there for under $7. Ain't that right, Herman? Yes, it is, Herman. Beautiful, sitting up there, beautiful, succulent. The fruit looked like it came straight out of the east side of the Garden of Eden. Like Adam ain't even touch it today. It ain't on the tree of life. It just got its own tree that it growed on itself.
It look good. That still look good.
Mm-hmm. Steak.
But you know what?
Look like the cow is just still in the back mooing. Yeah.
You know what I know?
That's how fresh it is. Fresh.
You know what I noticed, man?
What you notice?
They ain't still no collard greens.
No, you ain't. What is that?
I do good collard greens in there, but
please, are you
no
serious?
collard greens.
collard, I like the hollers. No, they don't sell no collard green. They don't sell nothing like that. But you're going to get your kale and your nice little stuff that look like weeds, but they said it's better for your health. It's health-wise, too.
Cilantro.
Yeah, all that stuff that you can't pronounce. Anyway, so that was my first experiment. So I walked in, and another thing my English master teacher said, I can't dress up. So I can't look like I blend in or I fit in. Okay, so I had to walk in, and she said, do stuff wear something that is age appropriate that you normally wear, like when you go to the grocery store. Well, I'm an elderly woman. I'm going to go in the grocery store with my house coat on. A nicer one with nice seams and things like that. My nicer house coats, okay? Ain't really house coat. It's really a moo-moo. It's a moo-moo, Herman. That's a step up from a house coat. Yeah. So you know I wear them moo-moos, y'all.
All y'all women wear it every day.
Yeah, but I didn't have no what them things call them good wear bunnies. I don't do that now. I ain't come from that generation. But it's a moo-moo that it was nice. Understand what I'm saying? It was nice. It wasn't too big and floppy looking. It hit all in the right places. In fact, Herman tried to sneak a hit on my left hip, and I sucker punched him. After that, sometimes he be forgetting.
He acting crazy, so.
Yeah, that's me acting crazy, but you know that's not your territory no more. It's off limits. And so he tried to sneak, he get beside himself and forget that he ain't supposed to touch me in certain areas. So anyway.
You should have had your tights on, your running shoes, all that stuff when you went in there. But, how that was.
So I went in there and things like that. Walked in and see, they even got the clerks at the register. They look at you and scan you out. You know, when you first walk in, you walking into a line of cashiers. The cashiers see you first. Cashiers, they even dress real nice, bow tie for the men's and things, and the women's wear pearls. This is the type of grocery store this is. So when you walk in, they size you up, and they already report to the upper management with cameras and things like that. Because the time I walked in, I saw right then Herman had to contain me because I wanted to hit her. See, then I would have lost all my points, because there's a point system with the grading that Herman used, baby. Herman graded me like I'm a stranger.
You want me to cheat? I'm not going to cheat. I'm trying to help you.
I'm your wife, Herman. I am your wife.
I'm trying to help you. That's what I'm trying to help you. If I cheat, then I'm not helping you at all.
So he showed him. I told he do like Nadine, the court reporter. Ting. And so anyway, so I walked in. When I walked in, I saw the little girl. She was of Oriental status.
See, let me tell you, you didn't know what she was saying.
I said, you need to be going somewhere doing somebody pedicure, helper. I said it up under my flamingo, real low like that. You want to talk? I know what she was doing.
You didn't know nothing, manager. You just assumed.
Okay, then why did this happen? So I'm walking. I ain't got in good and deep. I ain't got in there. And somebody came up to me. This girl came up to me. Can I help you with anything? I said, no. You sure cannot. No. Thank you. See, why would you ask me? I'm in a grocery store. Can I help you? I ain't even got in good. I ain't even got over to the produce.
Knew you was a different face and that you might need help knowing what stuff was at. Because it wasn't, you got to understand, man. They didn't know you either.
They ain't got to know me. I'm in there to spend my money. We ain't in the corner, in the local corner grocery store where everybody know me, Fleet and them and Randall and all them. They used to seeing me. We know each other first-hand basis.
That was just customer.
No, it was not. Anyway, moving further along. So I went on in and looking at the stuff and everything. See, one thing about it, I wear my shades. I ain't taking my shades off for nobody. Okay. So when I got my shades on, you don't know who I'm looking at, what I'm looking at, and how long I'm looking. You don't know that. I could have my head turned northerly like that, like I'm looking at something, but I see you, heifer, right here. See, I see you. See, they brought in a rookie to stand next to me, proposing as a customer. See, and every inch I went, every little step I take, they was there. And so I said, okay, I know what's happening now, Herm. Herm tried to calm me down. But see, once my nerve right here, my nerve endings start right here in my wrist. And they start moving up slowly. It's a slow process, but after a while, they're going to move on up to my arm cartilage and go on up past my ears and my cheek and go to my brain. It's that artery that leads from my wrist on up to my brain passage and go.
The problem is that you went in there expecting trouble. If you had went in there act like you were grocery shopping, walked around the store like you put a gallon out, you wouldn't have had no trouble.
I can't help if I got a spirit of discernment on me.
Ain't got nothing to do
I
with
can't
discernment.
help that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It got everything to do with discipline. You ain't disciplined.
Discipline is for one of Jesus' disciples. That's why he didn't pick me or my mom or my great grandfolks. That's why he didn't pick us. Because he knew that we couldn't be a disciple. Because Jesus saying, they going to birth thousands of years from now. They going to birth a mad ass. She's going to be the seed of fighting. And I'm not going to use you as a disciple. You'll understand it better by and by. So anyway, before Herman ignorantly interrupted me, when my artery traveled up to my brain, it traveled my brain and said, stop it right there, said, warning, warning, somebody about to get beat up.
See?
That part of my brain, that way it goes.
I knew that was going on. I knew it. That's why I walked right on down the
The heifer followed me all around the store. I guess they thought I was going to think that she was had my same tastes and she was just going to follow me because we had the same interests.
I knew the moment you flunked, that's why I went on out and just crunk up the car.
You may well have because the test was over. Flunk, the test was over. Flunk, once I know when the helper and the initial helper said, can I help you? You don't ask nobody that at the beginning of the store. Now, I have been asked in the grocery store, do you need any help? Because why would they ask that? Why would they ask that public? It's because this is how you walk around to a grocery cart. Because you're looking at a confused element. You don't know what a baking powder is. So, somebody that's walking, that's working over there in that area may say, can I help you? And that's what they trained to do. That's what they're supposed to do. But if a customer look confused and look like they need assistance.
But you new to the store.
You don't bust up and ask nobody, can I help you? Right at the gate. And that's what they did. So I don't knew them what time it was. So listen to this, folks. I walked around just a little bit, and when Herman left, he knew to give up the ghost. He knew it because he knew that I was on to it. He also knew to go get the car, Y'all know, old public know, whenever Herman go to the car, he got to go to the designated area of probably of where I'm going to exit, and it won't be from the front of the store, because I'm going to be eluding the police. Okay. Now, in them stores like that, they don't have police on hand because they don't never have situational. They don't have robberies, nothing like that. So you ain't going in and looking down to throw the policeman. That's only in, certain areas, the demographically selected where the policeman is standing there. So Herman know when he left, he know go park the car on the back side of the place, wherever I'm at, by the dumpster. That's our meeting place. So Herman left me. It was okay because it's not like he abandoned me. He know Matt J can take care of herself. He knew that I had enough. Okay. So the heifer, the assignment heifer, she followed me here. I'd be over here. She might be right there, but she ain't gonna be far away. Then I may be right here doing this, and she'll be down low doing that. And so
she would try to act like she wasn't following you.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew specifically what she was doing. So, but see, you was taking a test.
Yeah,
she didn't know you were taking a test.
I understand that. I understand all
so
that.
She know that. To handle it.
I ain't got it in me yet. I guess I got to go have more classes, Herman, because I knew specifically I didn't have it in me. I know that, and so I took my bucket, which had absolutely nothing in it. I didn't have nothing in it, and I went to the restroom. And I went to the restroom and left my cart outside the restroom. And so I know, I ain't crazy, when I went to the restroom that she was gonna magically appear. But she didn't know what I know.
You should have been in the restroom doing your countdown.
I did.
No,
I counted down, I 5-folded her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I folded them on her. When she came, I ain't even looked, because I knowed it was her. See, when she came in, I was in a but I had my foot up, because I was in the crouching tiger position, ready for her. Okay, I was in crouching tiger, standing on the stool. Crouch, tiger, roar. Roar, tiger, roar. She came in. She didn't want nobody in there. She saw it, and she started looking, and she started looking, and she looked, and just looked, then going down looking, and she got the mouth stall. I took that stall door, Herman, and pushed it right in her face. And when she was trying to look in between, then she tried to look between, you know how some of the gapes between the door be thick and some of them, be thin. She couldn't see mine. I pushed that door on that heifer and she screamed, honey, oh my God, like she was appalled. Like, what you looking for, heifer? Whatever you looking for, baby, you found it, baby. There's a lost and there's a found, and you found me because I was never lost. I said, what you think you doing? Took that heifer by the crown of her head and drug her into the stall. I said, no, ain't no, be silent, like you was. Be silent. I took that heifer, and we was in the tight, stall. And I took that heifer and I took her ear when I drug in by the crown of her head. But I took her by her ears. And in the tight stall, I went bam, bam, bam. Each wall. Each wall. Baby, I was ready for them too. Because I had enough. Took her, baby. She bam, bam, bam. She went to hollering and screaming, hollering. and stuff like that. But listen to this. There's a twist in this story. The heifer, I think she was a WWF. Wonder what is it, WWE? What are them people that take you in between their legs and kind of flip you like that?
You talking World Wrestling Federation?
No, not the wrestler. She wasn't a wrestler. She was the new kind of wrestlers.
You talking
Marshall.
MME.
Thank you. I said W, but I had to they had to turn them upside down. So it ain't a W, it's an M. She was an MM, what now was the last syllable? E. She was an MME. Baby, she took, when she I grabbed her, I took her by surprise. But when I got ready to stand up, that heifer did a twist on me that I was not of expectation. She flipped me, baby, we in this tight stall. I said, okay, so you is of a different sequence that I have never, you a foreign sequence. I've never experienced you before, but guess what? I like it, and I'm going to try it. So she took me in a contortion. She had me like in a snake anaconda, like contortion. Took her leg wrapped around me.
She was trying to put you to sleep.
She was trying to put me to sleep. She was trying contortion, sleep, turk like that. And I kind of felt myself, la, 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 me. I'm sleepy. But something on the inside of me woke me up, and I'm going to tell you what it was. Them kind of wrestlers, they contort, they take their body and flip you, and they'll have all of their private part in your face. You know that. Have you ever seen one? No. And so when I was going off into Never Land over there where Michael Jackson created his own carnival, I was about to die. I almost was in the slop contention, almost. And she flipped, but she had her behind in my face right here. It was like the strength of Samson. You know in the Bible when Samson asked the Lord, when he had the pillars, he was standing between the two pinnacles. And he asked the Lord, just give me strength. He was blind too. He said, Lord, just give me strength right now to bring this whole building down. That's what her butt behind in my face strengthened me. Because you ain't going to put your behind in my face and think I'm going to go out like that. And so she was contortion behind in the face like that, take me down, I'm gone. I'm never laying over there with Michael Jackson riding the rides by himself because he could be in the public eye. I took her in her, I had to grab it. I grabbed and clawed down in her behind and thrusted her over the stall. And then I gathered myself together because you come out from a behind clutch, that's something else. But it gave me strength because I know I wasn't going to go out like that. I thrusted her over the stall and she hit her head, Herman. She hit her head on the sink. That was just enough to give me, because she was out of there. And see, good. That was good for me.
She was out cold?
No, she went out cold. She was of disillusionment. She was doing like that she hit her head and like that, bam, hit her head like that, and then she started singing Rapper Delight. In the hip, hop, hippity, the hippity, hip, hip, hop, you don't stop a rocker to the bang, bang boogie. Said, up jump the boogie. When she got on up jump the boogie, that's when I had to come in, because I couldn't let her finish the song. So on up jump the boogie, that's when I had to clock her. Clock, 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 clock. I had to do locomotive clocks on her. Because if that heifer had got back up, she might have beat me, because she know a little something I didn't know. So on the clock, 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 when I hit on the last clock, it took out. By that time, some of the more of the associates came in, another associate came in, and she looked at me standing over her fellow associate. And it was the one, let me tell you who the one, it was the clerk that told her that. and that I said that needed to go be doing somebody pedicure. She came in. I said, come in, you top tongue, Oriental ever. I brought her in on it, because she was just sounding off the alarm. And so I gave her slaps like that, slap, slap, slap. Sound like a bunch of spoons spilling on the floor. Clang-a-lang, lang, 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 lang.
How you get out of it, man?
Well, when I knocked her out, I took both of them and pushed them under the sink. The sink didn't have no closures on it, no like cabinet, so I pushed them under the sink. And I know that you know where to meet me. And so I came out and fixed my hair, having time, fit my hair, got my clothes back together. Of course, you know, they was out there, you know, kind of gathered around looking. They didn't know what had went on, but they saw me coming out. They didn't know because I had fixed myself.
You walked out like you ain't did nothing.
Walked out clean. Walked out like shut up. Walked out. Hey, how you doing? Doing all right? All right. Good to see you. Chef. Chef. Right on. I cut out the running Herman, ran through the meat department because I know that was the meat department is always the door leading out to the dumpster. Because they got to be close to the dumpster. I cut out the meat department like FloJo. Move my arm like that, they give me extra thrust to get to where I need to go. That's when you saw me. Herman know, he been doing it for years. He know when he see me running, he got to get a running start too with the car. He roll the window down, be on the side where I'm going to do a tuck and roll element into the car. Tuck, I got to run just enough, get to where I need to get, start my tuxation sequence. Get ready, because I'm going through the winter Starsky and Hutch type deal. Tuck, boom! Beautiful execution. I forgot to tell you, you did that well. You start off, you know, it's like in a relay race, when you hand off the baton, you got to get a running start. And that's what Herman did. He did it well. You did that one.
You get a convertible manager when you just jump in.
You know what I ain't think about that, Herman? Do get a convertible. That'll help me a lot because I'm getting older now. It's sometimes because you got to be on point with your timing. You know, yeah, but you did that good. But I get probably about 10 more years, you're going to have to get a convertible, a dump truck, one or the other. Honey, please. But Herman sent the report. He had more red check marks on that paper, like the paper bleeding.
I sent that report time I walked in.
See, you did what?
I sent that report.
See, boy, you ignorant. You is ignorant. You ignorant.
I'm just letting you know.
Well, so that's what it was, public. I flunked that, Jesus. I flunked that so bad. I flunked. I'm talking about flickety flunk. When we was pulling off, it was about 2 or 3 police cars coming in. Wasn't Herman, lights on, everything. Ready, showing up ready.
They were late.
They were too late. They ain't no matter just quick as she is. Sure did. So, public, that was it. 3 tests. 1 down, it's flunked. 2 more to go. I gotta go either she gonna let me know, cause she, like I said, she don't give me time to prepare. My anger management teacher.
If you flunk 1 more, there's no way you can pass this experience.
Yeah, we gonna see.
If you flunk 1 more,
Matty J always got a plan. Always got a plan. I do something. My anger management teacher somehow I may drug her up or something like that. We don't know. I don't know. I don't ever know how these things gonna turn out. All I know is most of the time it turn out for my good. So, y'all be praying for me, public. I love y'all so much. But I need y'all this time. Because my next one is going to be going to the Boujee Boutique. that sell clothes for petite women and armor full figure women. Mm-hmm. I'm ready for that one.
No, you
And I can't.
You are not ready for that. You are not ready for it. You can handle them murmuring at the grocery store. They gonna come to you. They gonna be murmuring at that store. Then somebody gonna come to you. You ain't ready for that.
If my public pray my strength in the Lord, I might.
Your public pray for you every week, and look what
listen,
happens.
public, this is gonna be a special assignment. Public, I'm gonna need for y'all to fast sometime today. Just go on a fast. You ain't got to totally go against your nutritious diet or nothing like that. Even if you fast from Facebook TV, fast from your favorite TV show, something like that. Take a moment out of your day and pray for Mad J, because I'm gonna have to be in this sequence. You know, when the disciples came to Jesus somewhere over there in 3rd Philemon, second, I don't know. I get confused. But they were trying to cast the demons out of this person, and they couldn't. They just could not. So they went to Jesus. They told Jesus of their insubordination, that they wasn't able to do it. They was on assignments, but they couldn't do it. And they was wondering why. And Jesus said, these things come with fasting and prayer. And so I tell y'all, public, Matty J behavioral status gonna come with fasting and prayer. Much fasting. However y'all do it, it don't matter. You can give me the report, and if the Lord thy God speak to you in any kind of manner, let me know. Because I gotta pass this. I gotta pass mine.
You gotta fast and pray too.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fast, baby, and pray. This how fast I'm gonna be praying. Lord God, in the name of Jesus, I just thank you. All that. Fast prayers. That's what the Lord thy God wants. Then I'm gonna seal it with an amen. Slow motion amen. Them always get it. Hear what I said?